It's only like a mile to give the muscles a break. This is not the top by any means. It is just a viewpoint for the city. We found a spider. So this hike is probably only like half a mile, I'd say, but it is a straight up half mile. Not as relaxing as we thought it was going to be, but I think we're going to head to the Great Salt Lake after this just to kind of see it over yonder. So that is where we were, but we decided to go a little bit longer, so I'm gonna go up this random trail, see what's up top here. Here is State Street. It's the north and south main road, and then I don't know if I'll be able to actually pinpoint it. Right about in here is the east and west main road, and then every street in that quadrant, this quadrant, that one, and this one is like the streets are all the exact same. They just either have 300 south east or 300 south west or 300 north east west. So it's actually pretty easy to get around if you know the address. Found this gluten-free bakery in town, and they sell these packets of bread, and it's like super simple. It's just a couple ingredients that you throw together. You're supposed to make them inside of a bread pan, but I just threw it inside a normal pan. This is only like a third of a loaf because we ate the rest, but it is so tasty. Dance, 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 dance. This is quite possibly the most active park ever. Like, ever. And it's huge. It reaches so all the way around there, over by that bleacher, or I don't know, the shed thing. And then there's some cars in there, and it goes probably another 100 yards.
There's a hill there.
That way.
Where the park is, so it's way past.
Yeah. All the way. And then still that way.
As soon as it heals, yeah, I know. Like, I'm so excited.
So we went to a butcher shop to see what they have, and across the street at this park is some event going on. We see a lot of dogs, like a ton of dogs.
There's a lot of dogs.
So, well, I mean, a lot of people have dogs, but maybe this is some dog event. We're gonna find out. Well, we originally thought this was a dog adoption thing, but I mean, it's something to like save animals, but it's a
dog walk.
It's a dog. It's gonna be like a dog walk thing. So there's dogs. It doesn't start for like another 45 minutes, I guess, so I'm sure a lot more people will show up. But yeah, looks like we're gonna have to adopt a dog and join this walk. decided to go to the zoo today because it's gorgeous. And yeah, it's actually a gift from Brock. So we're redeeming it, and so we got it for free, so that's awesome. You can purchase tickets to Feed a Kelsey. They got the dragon from Shrek.
Just for us. But it's not.
You gotta turn around and then do your spin. No. So try again. And action. Oh, I'm just kidding. You gotta do it again because I'm talking. All right, do it whenever. We are currently inside
Grandma's house.
Grandma's house.
Grandma's house.
It's a creepy little Asian themed room. Also, we heard a lady calling her son who was drinking from the water Killian. So,
He's not the only one.
you know, didn't meet a Killian, but
Witnessed another
we
killing.
saw a Killian. They're rare in the wild, but every now and again. We're off to find a Giovanna. Found one.
No. You have the 6 eyes.
Saved from extinction
It's kind of scary.
with narration by
6
Claire
eyes.
Danes in IMAX and
We are off on another hike on this Sunday morning. We actually planned a little bit better this time. So we have extra water and we have granola and granola bars and bread, referencing the gluten-free bread I showed earlier this week, and oranges and jerky. I don't know, maybe some other stuff too. But yeah, we're gonna plan a little better. It's like 5.5, 6 miles and a couple thousand feet of elevation. So supposedly a little less hard than last week, but we will see. Well, apparently all the trails are closed for the winter, but it doesn't stop. There's lots and lots of people that are here and parked on the roads out there. The parking lot is closed, so everyone just parked on the canyon road. We already got lost, so maybe
Not
this will be
really.
the first time. Well, basically,
We just didn't
maybe
know
be
where it
the
started.
first and hopefully the last time we're lost today, because it's this tiny, tiny sign. And that's where we're going. We are about 5 minutes in on our first break. It's a steep one. Decided I'd have some breakfast. Giovanna's retying her shoe. So far we haven't seen anyone else on this trail. I mean, we just started, but everyone else seems to be going to Lake Blanche, the trail we did last week, which is a few hundred yards past this trail start.
We got to give advice to people already.
Yeah, we gave some directional advice to some fellow
Noobs.
hikers.
Some noobs.
To some fellow hikers, so you know, I feel pretty experienced. There's climbing harnesses. People obviously are doing some climbing. Oh boy. Are you trying to see if there's something up top?
Yeah. This is shortening my hiking ability. Here you go. Oh my god.
Oh, my legs.
My legs hurt so bad.
This is on top of the rock climbing thing. It is finally leveled out some, which is a nice relief for both of our legs. Do you agree?
Yes.
Giovanna was too shy to say it, but
I'm not shy.
yeah. This rock that got sheared off is a better bench than the living room hike furniture bullcrap trail benches that were up there. Look at this thing. Take a seat, Giovanna.
With my backpack. There's an excess
Look at that.
room.
It's like one of those therapy chairs, you know, where you lay. That's the upper part.
No, it's like the benches. It's a church bench.
That's broken.
It's God's will.
We went off the beaten trail because we heard water and the temperature has dropped dramatically.
Yeah.
Might have to put more clothes back on.
Yep.
But the reason for that is it's actually all freezing. Oh. We found our first man-made object this hike.
The bridge.
The bridge to cross the creek. It's all you.
I'm in the sun.
It's as if we're in a pine tree wonderland. For real.
Allowed area.
We've been on a couple hikes where there's been tons of dogs.
Yeah.
Like
And they're
just.
so well trained.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny
They're
because
so great.
it's so different than back home where everyone's dog is psychotic.
Yeah.
And then we literally, when we came here, we're like, finally out into the sunlight for probably a few minutes, if that, before going back into the colossal evergreen trees. We had a slight reprieve of flatness, and now back up. We are now entering the white birch forest section. So, when we first started the hike, this guy passed us, like, I don't know, 50 maybe, if not her.
Yeah, he passed us right around the waterfall or the
Yeah,
lake.
but I mean age-wise,
Yeah.
like 50, good-looking guy, like hiking up with nothing,
Gusto.
but yeah, quickly. And so we've been hiking now for, let me check. For like 2 hours. Yeah, we're slow. And we've been going up for like 2 hours now, and literally he passed us at the beginning. He just passed us again. And I was like, I've never been passed twice by the same hiker. And he goes, well, I was just off on the side taking a break.
We didn't see him.
We didn't see him. And there's no defined trails. So, yeah. Found a technically ginormous rock. It was strenuous going up. Looks like Giovanna's gonna take a little breather right there. So this apparently is the end. Kind of just runs out. We're gonna see if over this ridge there is a small lake. Supposedly there is, but we'll see.
Killian's headed back to where we originally kind of trailed off or ended up, which is kind of right there, a little lower than when that girl's sitting, because we had met a little trail friend. We've talked to her for a good amount of time, so we're gonna see if she wants to come up here and hang out and maybe make a friend. We'll see. But Mom and Dad, your little life's an adventure token has made it up to this trail. So there we go. Mama Holzer. We have our compass. We will now be bringing this with us. So hopefully we won't get lost. We didn't really get lost this time, so that's a plus. Yeah, very pretty.
So we made a friend. Her name is Dara, and we ran into her a couple times. She was the voice in the deer video, if it's in. But yeah, she lived here for a few years and is single. But apparently she doesn't live that far from us. And yeah, Giovanna was too shy to go talk to her.
No, ask her for her number.
Ask her for her name or number. So we ended up meeting up with her at the end and then walked a different trail to go look at something else. And then I was like, Giovanna, why didn't you ask? And then she was like, it's because I'm too shy, Killian. Just like that. And so I walked back over there and I was like, hey. She's like, hey. And I was like, yeah, so the lake, this little tiny dink lake, it's not in the video, was over there. And I was like, yeah, so wanted to know if you wanted to come look at it with us. And she's like, sure. And I was like, you know how it is making friends. And she laughed and she's like, I hear ya. So yeah, that's how we made a friend. There is a moose right here. Do you see the moose?
Yes.
I
I think we should turn it in.
Well, we can't. It's gonna stay there and eat.
It won't hurt us, not look right at us.
Yeah, we'll just cautiously go. Just walking. Well, that was terrifying.
I don't think I've ever been so terrified in my life.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. When the second head popped up.
The calf? Then I was
Yes.
scared because I was like, oh my god, she's gonna protect the baby and kill us.
Yep.
Well,
That's fine.
there was a couple moose for you. Yep. We are on our descent and we had to shed basically everything down to our base layer. And I'm repping Shields of North Dakota. And my back is completely soaked. Say that again?
I said I'll put my face down on the feet first.
Will she do it, folks? No? Okay, that's fine. That's okay.